The Galactic Combat Academy on Station Kepler 442 had trained warriors from 63 species over the past 2 centuries. Instructor Zarkoth had seen them all, the blade-limbed Mantari, the armored Kron, the lightning-fast Velshur. But he had never trained a human before. Sergeant Maya Rodriguez stood in the center of the training mat, barely reaching Zarkoth's chest. The 7-foot-tall Tharkonian instructor circled her, his 4 eyes assessing every detail. His chitinous exoskeleton gleamed under the harsh arena lights, and his mandibles clicked with what might have been amusement. "You are certain you wish to continue, human?" Zarkoth's translator rendered his speech in flat, mechanical tones. "The Galactic Defense Force has alternative positions. Supply chain management. Communications." Maya rolled her shoulders, her knuckles wrapped in standard-issue combat tape. "With respect, sir, I didn't travel 14 light-years to manage supplies." Around the observation deck, other trainees had gathered. A Kron warrior named Thrakmar leaned against the railing, his 4 massive arms crossed. "This should be entertaining," he rumbled. "Humans have no natural weapons. No claws, no venom, no armor. Just soft flesh. And slow," added Silvera, a Velshur whose species could move faster than most beings could track. "Their reaction time is abysmal." Zarkoth raised one clawed hand. "Standard combat assessment. 3-strike evaluation. Show me your offensive capability, Sergeant Rodriguez." Maya stepped forward, planted her feet, and threw a straight right cross at the padded strike zone on Zarkoth's torso. The impact was solid. Professional. The result of 1,000 hours of training back on Earth. Zarkoth didn't move. Didn't even shift his weight. His mandibles spread wide, the Tharkonian equivalent of a laugh. "Is that all? I have been bitten harder by Terran mosquitoes." The observation deck erupted in alien laughter. "Human anatomy is a joke. Your species has no business in combat roles." Maya said nothing. She simply reset her stance. Again, Zarkoth commanded, still chuckling. "Perhaps you can manage to." Maya's second punch came from a different angle, a left hook that rotated her entire body. But it wasn't the angle that mattered. It was the acceleration. Humans didn't have claws or armor or venom. But they had something else, something that most species in the galaxy had evolved away from in favor of specialization. Humans had endurance. Humans had adaptability. And humans had slow-twitch and fast-twitch muscle fibers working in concert, powered by a cardiovascular system that could dump adrenaline and oxygen exactly when needed. Maya's second punch carried the full kinetic chain: legs, hips, core, shoulder, arm, every major muscle group in her body sinking in a whipcrack of controlled violence. Her fist moved faster than her first punch. Much faster. The impact drove into Zarkoth's strike zone with a sound like a gunshot. The Tharkonian instructor staggered backward 3 steps, his mandibles snapping shut. His 4 eyes widened in shock. "What?" he started. "Human stamina doesn't mean we're slow, sir," Maya said calmly, already resetting. "It means we choose when to be fast." The observation deck had gone silent. Zarkoth straightened, his pride wounded but his professional interest piqued. "Explain." "Most species here evolved for burst performance," Maya continued, lowering her hands but maintaining her ready stance. "The Velshur are incredibly fast, for about 30 seconds. The Kron are incredibly strong, for short durations. You Tharkonians have excellent armor, but it makes you rigid, limits your kinetic options." She tapped her chest. "Humans are pursuit predators. Back on Earth, we used to chase prey for hours. Days, sometimes. We didn't need to be faster than an antelope in a sprint. We just needed to keep coming. To adapt. To outlast." Zarkoth's mandibles clicked thoughtfully. "And in combat?" "In combat, it means I don't throw my hardest punch first. I throw it when you're not expecting it. When you think you've measured me." Maya allowed herself a small smile. "My first punch was assessment. My second was a warning. And the third?" Zarkov asked. Maya's expression hardened. The third is the one you don't walk away from. The instructor was quiet for a long moment. Then he gestured to the mat. Again. Full contact this time. Show me this human adaptability. What followed was a revelation. Maya didn't try to overpower Zarkov. She studied him. Every time he struck, she adjusted. When he swept low, she learned. When he used his reach advantage, she found angles. She took hits humans could take incredible punishment compared to their size, and she kept coming. 5 minutes into the match, Zarkov was breathing hard. Tharkonians weren't built for extended combat. Their exoskeletons excelled at short, decisive engagements. 10 minutes in, his movements had slowed 30%. 15 minutes in, Maya landed a combination to his midsection that actually cracked one of his chitinous plates. Zarkov called the match, raising his hand in surrender, something the observers had never seen him do enough. He was panting, his respiratory system struggling. I concede the point, Sergeant Rodriguez. Maya stepped back immediately, offering a respectful bow. Thank you for the lesson, sir. Zarkov looked at her with new understanding in all 4 eyes. No, human. Thank you for teaching me one. He turned to address the gathered trainees. What we witnessed today is why humanity has earned their place in the Galactic Defense Force. They may not be the strongest, or the fastest, or the most armored. His mandibles clicked in what might have been respect. But they are the most dangerous, because they never stop adapting. They never stop improving. And they never, ever stop coming. Thrakmar descended from the observation deck, his forearms no longer crossed in dismissal. I would like to spar with you, human. To learn this, persistence. Silvera followed, her quick movements suddenly seeming less impressive. And I would learn how you predict movement patterns. Soon, Maya was surrounded by alien warriors, all eager to understand how such a seemingly weak species could be so formidable. Zarkov watched from the edge of the mat, his mandibles spread in satisfaction. In his 200 years of training warriors, he had learned to never judge a species by their obvious attributes. Humans had no claws, no venom, no natural armor. But they had something far more dangerous, the ability to learn from every punch, adapt to every challenge, and come back stronger each time. That first punch had been weak. The second had been a warning. And Zarkov had no desire to ever experience the third. As Maya began demonstrating human combat techniques to her fascinated peers, the instructor made a mental note to update the Academy's training protocols. Humans weren't a joke. They were the punchline the galaxy never saw coming.